Hey guys, and welcome back. It's Video Game Cadet here, and this week I've got another video of live game hunting footage for episode 5. Thank you for coming and checking out the video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and join the battalion. I would really appreciate it. You might have also noticed that I tweaked the intro video a little bit. The old one was just shot on an older webcam, and I wasn't really excited about how that footage looked compared to my new footage, so I decided to tweak it and update it a little bit. So here we are at the first Goodwill of the day, and I find Resident Evil 4 for the PlayStation 2. A pretty nice game to start off the game hunting trip, so that was cool to see a decent Goodwill find here. I'm a pretty big Resident Evil fan, so I'm definitely going to add that one to the collection. There were some other ones I was pretty interested in over here, but I decided not to pick them up for one reason or another, mainly because they were either not complete in the box or the discs were just too messed up for me to get any play out of it. So I am going to walk over here to another bookshelf. They have mostly movies over here, but they have some games as well. And this is one I would have really enjoyed picking up. I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan, back from the Super Nintendo era. So I would have loved to have picked it up, but the game just was just too messed up, so I had to pass. So I did pick up this Resident Evil 4 for the PlayStation 2, a great add to my collection, and for $2 I thought it was a great deal, especially it's complete in the box. And I also picked up this Tiger Woods game for the GameCube. It's Tiger Woods 2004. You can call me crazy, but I thought it was a good decision based on the game box actually. So if you look inside right there, it's one of those GameCube boxes that has the dual disc holder, and I think that's mainly for games like Metroid Prime with the Metroid Echo bonus disc, or Zelda Wind Waker and Metroid Prime, the combo games. And so I think that game box is going to come in handy for me later. You can see here I'm pulling up into a Starbucks actually. I posted a Sega Genesis for on Craigslist, and I did get a buyer for that, so I'm going to swing over here and do this trade with him. It's actually not a sale, I'm getting a trade for it. So we're starting off with an amazing game here. Mary-Kate and Ashley Sweet 16. I don't recommend you ever get that, but it was part of the bundle I had to pick up. And this is one of the main reasons I got it. I got the Legend of Zelda for the original Nintendo, the gold cart, which is a pretty sweet find. And Super Mario Bros. 2. If you watch these games on eBay, the prices just seem to keep going up and up, so it's always a good idea to pick those games up when you can. I also got Tony Hawk Underground for the GameCube, so it was 4 games in total for a Sega Genesis with 1 controller and all the cords, so I thought it was a pretty decent trade. I picked up that Sega Genesis at a yard sale a while ago for like $5, so, and I probably got about $40 worth of trade value out of it. So I thought it was a pretty decent deal. A shout out to JHMDF for describing what this style of Goodwill store is called. He calls it a weigh and pay, and that's probably the best description I can think of it. I've always called it like the crazy Goodwill or the specialty Goodwill store. But that's the one I am going to right now. And you can see here in a moment of what I mean. It's just a crazy mess of bins where you can pick out items, and you can occasionally find really awesome video game finds there. Unfortunately for me, I didn't find anything that day, but a couple of days ago I did find I think 3 or 4 Mega Man games for the Game Boy Advance, and it cost me 35 cents total. So too bad I didn't get that on footage, but an awesome find for me. So I'm pulling up into a Christian thrift store now, and you can kind of see by the footage, this is where old appliances, TVs, printers, and stuff go to die. But occasionally I can find a game system here hiding behind a computer monitor or something. I have picked up a GameCube for a few bucks here, so I'm always interested in walking by and seeing if anything's been added. They do have a few movies and games over here on the bookcase, so I'll check this out as well. I think I had a pretty decent find here. Oh yeah, Nintendo GameCube. Street for the GameCube is an awesome game. Unfortunately, that one was like totally destroyed inside. The game disc was all scratched up, so I had to pass on it. I also decided to pass on that Assassin's Creed because they had taped it up and I didn't know if it was going to be complete in the box or not. So I decided to head out of there real quick because, as you could see, there was not much for me to look at. Here I am pulling up into a local thrift store called the Family Thrift Center, I believe. So I'm going to go up in here, and I do believe I had a pretty awesome find at this store. So this place has a pretty big selection of games, and they are usually cheap. It just happens that they're usually sports titles and stuff, but I did get an awesome grab bag you can see here. And I'm walking back to my car to show you what I found. But it was a big grab bag of NES games, which I was pretty excited about. So I got 7 games in total for $15.99. So it started off with Stealth, nothing special, but a fun game to add to the collection. Rad Racer 2, I think, is a very fun game for the NES. Not very expensive, but a good game nonetheless. Here is Heavy Shredding that I am not familiar with at all. And basically the reason why I got this lot of games was right here. River City Ransom is an awesome game, and it costs a lot of money on eBay if you wanted to have to get it at full retail price. Here is WrestleMania for the NES. I don't think I played that one, but I'm interested in trying it out. And here is an RPG for the NES as well. So you can see it was a pretty big grab for 16 bucks. And Excite Bike. I think that's a duplicate copy for me, but I was excited to get it. A very fun game, and you should definitely have it in your collection of your NES games. So I think that wraps up the footage for this week. A little cameo of myself right there. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe and join the battalion. I would really appreciate it. And like and comment on the video, guys. I want to hear what you have to say about my live game hunting footage. But until next time, Video Game Cadet reporting out.